welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a day in the life of vlog style. So I am going to give you guys a inside look of what I'm doing every day right now. And spoiler alert, it is a lot. So one thing I do every night before I get started is I lay out my clothes, I make a plan of attack for the day, and that is what I am showing you right now. I try to list out all my appointments. I try to figure out when I am doing dinner and all that, and try to make a list of at least my top 3 things I want to get done during the day. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoy this one. It is a long one, so grab a cup of coffee and let's get started. Good morning, YouTube. It is not quite 6 o'clock in the morning. It's like 5:51. 5:50 in the morning. So yeah, that's the start of another day. So I actually woke up around 5:20. So I've been awake for a little while, but I've been just slowly getting out of bed and just taking things slow this morning. I just got to my desk. I like how quiet it is in the morning. I don't even like hearing my own voice first in the morning. So hopefully you guys can hear me because I'm trying not to be too loud for the kids. I don't want to wake anybody up. First, I wanted to say thank you for all the sweet comments on my last video last week. You guys were amazing. Thank you. Thank you for all the support. It means the world to me. So today I'm going to attempt again to do a film a day in the life of video. I tried one on Friday. We got about till lunchtime and it just kind of fell apart. So I'm gonna try again. I have a plan of attack today. I don't like rushing. And so I get up in the morning and I just kind of take my time. I come down to my desk. Voila. I will take some time to do some tarot cards, which I have right here on the corner of my desk. Sometimes I will keep them on my cabinet altar back there, but that is about it. So I will take some time to do those. I might jot some morning thoughts down. I like morning pages, but I don't always get to 3 pages. I'll rarely get to 1 page. Just because just not me, I guess. But I do try to do some writing first thing in the morning. So whether it's editing or handwriting, let's get started and I will show you guys what I do during the day. After I am done with my tarot cards, that's when I pull out my journal. And then after that, I move into Notion. And I'm doing a video coming up soon on my system. I'm still refining it in Notion. But I just go through and check off and figure out what I'm doing for that day. And then I also look at my Google Calendar, which is kind of where my life is right now. And then before getting started with work, I make a cup of tea and then I get down to it. So it is now just after 7 a.m. I've done 2 sprints, 2 20-minute sprints. I chatted with a few friends online that also get up early. Ooh. I have mostly finished editing a chapter. I've just realized that it needs a little bit more at the end. So I will probably work on that on and off all day. Just to try and get those last few sentences. And I just need to I don't know. There's a lot of times when I'm writing that it goes completely by feel. So when I wrote the rough draft, I thought I had finished it at a good stopping point, and then I transcribed it, and then editing it here, I realized that I need maybe another paragraph or 2 to just kind of wrap it up. So that's not horrible, pretty on par. So I have that. Unfortunately, for about an hour of editing, I've only managed to net 2 new words. So I've only gotten, I haven't really gotten a good start on my 500 word count for the day, but that's okay. I can work on that later. So 7 o'clock, so usually about right now, and depending on the day, I would go up and get the kids started on getting up and getting dressed, and breakfast and all that. Today is Tuesday, so this is where I live by my calendar. So we actually don't have anything starting until 9 o'clock. So I will probably give them another half hour before. I know they're probably not asleep. They're probably watching TV in the playroom at this point. At least my son is. So I probably give them another half hour before I start getting things on the move on. But some mornings are appointments and school stuff start at 8. So like tomorrow, Wednesday, my daughter has speech therapy at 8 a.m. So that means we have to be dressed and breakfast and ready to go at the computer. And having a toddler, or a toddler, she's not a toddler anymore. My daughter's almost 4, but trying to get a young kid ready and in front of a computer by a certain time, and now that it's kind of like getting a kid out the door by a certain time. You kind of have to always be ready to be early. So, or try and be early so you can be on time. So today, I'm just going to take you guys along with me and show you what I do in a day. I'm going to apologize now for the state of my house. It's a constant work in progress, and it's quite messy. My office has actually been like one of the cleanest rooms lately because I'm just not in here. The only times a day I'm in here is pretty much first thing in the morning and the last thing at night. So I haven't been using it like I used to. And then because we're home, I've actually been putting stuff away instead of just dumping it on my desk like it usually happened before we were in lockdown. So we are still pretty much locked down at our house. I guess I'm trying to put this, it's not like we have to be, like the restrictions where we are here in North Carolina have opened up. We can go out and shop, and restaurants have opened and stuff like that. Just us as a family have decided not to really partake or go out because we just don't feel comfortable enough yet. There are a few things we go and do. Instead of trying to save all our errands up for one day a week like we did at the very beginning of COVID, we don't mind going in and out as we need to. We still wear our masks. We have tons of masks. The kids are my son's doing virtual school, my daughter's doing homeschool. All of nearly all of our appointments are virtual. So my daughter's speech, my son's behavioral and occupational therapy is over virtual. The only occasional, like my daughter had a dermatology appointment yesterday, which it's a yearly appointment that pretty much needs to be in person. And then I also have physical therapy, which it's not possible to do virtual with my because of my shoulder surgery. But those kind of things I feel comfortable going out to do because of the places we go have taken COVID so seriously with their cleaning and the way they stagger appointments and all that. So I don't feel so crazy about doing any of that. We have still been going to the kids' martial arts. Back when everything locked down, the martial arts, they did, our dojo did virtual classes, which went okay for a little bit. And then they moved outside. And so the kids were all separated. They had their like little waiting dots and they were 6 feet apart, and all the exercises they did pretty much stayed 6 feet apart, and they had to wear the mask, and we were outside. So, and over the summer that was great. Just in the last few weeks we've moved back into the dojo, but they're still keeping everything separated. The kids still have to wear their masks. Uniforms have to be washed in between classes. So I'm feeling pretty, and of course, they're also, since they're moved into the dojo, everybody has to use hand sanitizer or wash their hands when they come in, and everybody's having their temperature checked. So I'm feeling pretty good about that. Our sensei has also put a restriction on the number of people who could be inside the dojo at the same time. So if the class is full of kids, a lot of the parents wait outside or can go back to their cars and watch the class via a Zoom link, which is really cool. So yeah, so we just have a couple of things this afternoon, and so hopefully it won't be too bad, but you guys will get to see how so it's not like a crazy busy day in my life, but it's a pretty average one. So we'll see how it all goes. Okay, so it's about 20 to 9. My son's class starts at 9. So I am going to go, kids have had breakfast. I still have to get my daughter dressed. I still need to, still recovering from a panic attack. I can do it. Had that. So I need to do, I need to get the laundry started. I usually do it over the weekend, and I didn't do it this weekend, so I need to do that. I also need to finish taking my meds, get my son's meds, and then I need to herd the kids up into the schoolroom. So if you do it, still got time. Gotta do it. So while the kids are doing school stuff, I have my laptop set up between the two. So my daughter's working on her work over there. She was actually just drawing a little bit, but I'm okay with that because for preschool, any sort of drawing work is great to help build the muscles in her hand for future writing. So, and she loves to draw. And then my son works just to the left of me at my desk, and I kind of swivel between the two of them as they need me during the day, and I try to get small items done on my to-do list, stuff like posting to Instagram, checking my email, transcribing any notes from my journal that I've handwritten, I've also tried to get some writing work in at this time, but it does not work very well for me because I find that I just can't get into the story while I'm trying to focus on the kids as well. So it's about 10 till 11 now. My son just finished his class. My daughter is finished with her stuff. I am going to clean up in the schoolroom just a bit, just enough to kind of put a few things away. And then I have got to switch out the laundry and do a little bit of my cleaning system. I took the Fly Lady cleaning system. I don't know if you guys have heard of it. And kind of rearrange some of the tasks and whatnot to kind of fit our schedule better. And so I have to go and do some of those things right now. I have about 2 hours before my son has to be back on a call. So I'll do about 20 to 30 minutes of cleaning, just kind of picking up in the schoolroom, going through the bathrooms real quick, switching out the laundry. Then it'll be time to start pulling stuff together for lunch. And lunch. This is the hard part because now I really don't want to cook. I don't want to make lunch for myself, and I can't just pull something easily out of the fridge and eat it right now. I'm also out of my daily harvests, so I don't have something quick. So I've got to figure that out. I will probably send the kids outside to play. We'll see. But let's get on it. So I actually remembered a recipe that my physical therapist had told me about while I was changing out the laundry, and I decided to go ahead and make that for myself for lunch. It was just an easy vegetable soup, and so I am starting to put that together here, and before I go and do some of my cleaning, so that way I could cook while I was getting stuff together and prepping the kids' lunches. So one of the things right now I'm having to deal with is an elimination diet that I've had to put together for inflammation that I've been dealing with, and I've been trying to just figure out whether or not my symptoms are because of diet, or whether or not I may need to go see a rheumatologist about an autoimmune disease. So yeah, that hasn't been as fun. I've just started this process. I'm about a week into it, maybe 2 weeks now, and it's been hard. I took a blood test where it told me about all my food sensitivities and what I needed to cut out to try an elimination diet. And there was 15 different foods on that list, and a lot of those I ate multiple times a day. So on one hand, I can see why, if those things were causing me problems, that they might have been. So we'll see what happens. So it's almost 2 o'clock. I have a 2 o'clock meeting. So I can make this quick. But we've finished my son's afternoon work with his school. He had art club, so he's done that. I have to do I have to add something to my to-do list for that because I have to send a picture of his artwork to his teacher. But otherwise, after this meeting at 2 o'clock, we'll go from like 2 to 3. I have been working a little bit on my writing. I'm trying to like figure out how to hold this without killing my shoulder and still being able to pull what you guys need to see. But I have been doing some sprints. Not all of these were from today, but I've written about 200 words. And I had done, where's my Notion? 40, 50, 90, I guess I've done like over 100 minutes of editing on my Will the Witch chapter. You hear the kids hiding in the background. So I've done about over 100 minutes of editing today. So hopefully that means maybe with a little more like direct editing, like actual focused editing, I can get through and finish that chapter today and get it up on Wattpad, because that would be a huge win. But otherwise, like it's a bit of a mess today, but it's not too bad. I still have to go clean up Walter's area a little bit. School is done for the day. My son has we have one more therapy call, and then we are done for the afternoon with obligations. We still have dragons after 4, but I don't know. We'll see how that's going. I still have to herd the kids into their geese and get them out the door for that, so we'll see about that.
Okay, so Mom failed my part. The kids' martial arts uniforms were dirty from last week, so I threw them in the wash for a quick wash, but I don't know if they're going to be ready in time for us to leave. So we're outside playing, and we're just go play. This is the downside of filming with kids around.
Hi!
Too
Hi,
loud.
Soph! Hi, Soph!
So I made it in Ninja. Their uniforms were just still a little damp, but they were mostly dry, so that worked. I have been looking forward to this drink all day. Let me just tell you. I am taking a few minutes to myself. The kids are in the dojo, which is like right in front of my car. I can't really see in very well, but I could log into the Zoom class and watch if I really wanted to. But I think I'm going to take a few minutes to myself and just do some breathing exercises and try to center myself and get ready for this evening. So thankfully, this evening isn't too, evenings aren't too bad, but I want to say that they kind of get a little crazy. We will get home from Ninja. I actually have to stop and get gas on the way home. My mom, bless her, she'll have dinner just about ready for us about the time we get home and get changed. So that'll be nice. I'll still have to cook my food, which I don't even know what I'm gonna do yet. I'm thinking about some sort of, I might try and do it like a salad. It's one of those, it's like I want tacos, but tacos requires cheese and sour cream and picante sauce, and I can't have those 3 things. I can't even have the taco seasoning on the beef because that's got garlic in it. I am just a little still adjusting to the elimination diet, but it's been a week since I cut my main sensitivities out from the test I did, and it's mixed edge shorts. I haven't lost any weight, but I don't feel as bad. Like my body feels lighter. I definitely don't see it in the mirror. If anything, I think I've gained a couple of pounds, but the brain fog has cleared up, definitely. Like I don't feel sluggish. There are still parts of the day where I feel tired and I'm just over it, but I think that's more stress and just situational wise. But I haven't had coffee in a week. I've had tea and I've had matcha. That's been my kicker. I love my matcha. But I haven't had coffee. But I oddly don't miss coffee. I miss the smell and taste of coffee. I don't miss the caffeine. Anyway, I have other things I can cook for dinner. I can do. I know I have canned chickpeas and stuff like that. I could put together a dinner. I just don't know if it's going to be a dinner I want. That's okay. I'll survive. That's life. Whatever. So, normal routine, because I don't think I'm going to get to film too much while we do all the crazy stuff. But it's basically dinner. When we get home and we change, it's dinner. Then it's maybe a little bit of family time, clean up, try and pick up around the house, put laundry away. Because while I've been doing laundry all day, I have not put any of it away. Try to get the kids to put their laundry away. Try and clean up the toys. Usually while the kids are getting ready for bed, I will then take time to clean up and reset the schoolroom. I will probably try and do a 5 to 15 minute pickup at the playroom. And then I will head down to, after tucking the kids into bed, I will head down to my office for about an hour's worth of work. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to do some breathing exercises and maybe listen to some headspace or just some lo-fi and chill out before it gets crazy again, because I don't even know what time it is. I have about 20 minutes left of my quiet time before I have to head back into the dojo to collect my kids. So.
Okay. Well, not in focus. Okay. So it's 7:15-ish. Kids are watching Dad play Paper Mario. I got my Cocoa Daisy box, Halloween box, and so I am currently doing all sorts of things. I don't want to show any of it in case somebody wanted it as a surprise. So, but there was a lot of cute stuff in there. And so I am putting together a health and food tracker journal. I'm using printed out pages from Passion Planners Daily. And so it's their daily tracker, which I like for that sort of thing. So I did order a daily passion planner, but I'm not sure when I'm going to get it. So I will switch over to that when I get it. I think they're undated, so it's not too big of a deal. I'm going to use A5 rings for October, so I can use all the cute Halloween stuff I have. And then I'll switch over to the daily in November. So it's just after 10, and I didn't do much after the kids went to bed. I just kind of, didn't do much. I ended up playing with my Cocoa Daisy Halloween box that I got in the mail today. And I set up an A5 health and food tracker notebook binder thing, planner. That was the word I was looking for, planner. And I ended up watching like the last episode of Lucifer and starting Cobra Kai on Netflix, which is really good so far. So I'm trying to be quiet because I don't want to wake the kids up across the hall. So so I didn't do much. I ended up just kind of playing with some stickers and planner stuff and trying not to implode. a lot of times by the end of the night, I am just like so over the day that I just kind of shut down and kind of have to reset. So, yeah, so that's kind of my day. I'm gonna go lay out my clothes for tomorrow and get ready for bed. I'm trying not to kill my shoulder, that hurts. But overall, today's productivity was pretty good. I feel pretty good about what I got done today. Yeah, I'm tired. It's been a long day. The kids were insane today. Just, I don't know, there's some days where they're like awesome, and then there's some days where I could be screaming into a void and they don't seem to notice. But it's okay. It's okay. So yeah, this was a day in my life, and I know I don't do these very often. I try to, but like I said, like last Friday, I got halfway through the day and I was like, no, not doing this anymore. But yeah, so have a great day, and I'll see you guys next week. Peace, love, and happy writing, y'all.